Hi guys, this is me again, Dennis Hagov, our electrotransport store. You see the sale, and finally we have here for a review INMOTION V12 HT version. Yeah, I know I a little bit fucked up because I was promised you that I will film it in the Spain, where I was in the holidays trip, long trip for a few months and so on. So yeah, it was, this one wheel was sent, I think, first to me from the factory, yeah, and I supposed to receive it first in the world, but we ordered the new delivery as we was promised fast delivery, very fast, and the delivery time from 1 week it took us almost 2 months. So this is crazy one stuff, yeah, crazy one stuff. And after that the wheel was still was going to the Spain, and after they do not deliver it and delivery was failed, and of course it was failed because I was already returned to Lithuania. And so this is really funny story. So it is returned back to the custom clearance warehouse, and after that we will need it to arrange an hour one delivery here to our Lithuanian office. So yeah, that's why it took so long. So okay, let's start review, let's go. So guys, yeah, I will not talk a lot about overall design, ergonomics and so on, because you can find my full review about the V12 here in my channel. So yeah, in the description link below I will put the link to all my review, whereas I was talking a lot about the overall construction about that wheel. So I will talk only about the new features here and my opinion. And okay, let's start from the back side, and you can see that I was specially not cleaning the wheel. I was right yesterday about 65 kilometers, yeah, 65 kilometers overall till the end of the wheel. I will talk about that a little bit later in the review. So till the end, when the pedals go up and the wheel says, sorry Dennis, I will not ride with you anymore, sorry. So you can see a lot of dust on the back side, and you can not see the dust on the handle just because of the reason all this dust was in my hand. So every time you take it and you clean with your hand the trolley handle, this back one part, and you see the charging port also in a lot of dust on the back side. So in my opinion, and here we have a bigger, more wider and more off-road tire here, so much more dust are coming, and water and mud dust are coming on the backside. So we definitely will ask INMOTION to do something here and to make the redesigned mud guard for a better performance here. So this is the first idea what I wanted to talk, and the second one, of course, we still do not have here two charging ports. So for such wheel, you know, for such condition, yeah, we want two ports. You know, you take, for example, two chargers, 3 and 3 amps, so plug in together, or two original chargers, and we all know that original charger 2.3 amps, I think. Not so great. I charging usually now this wheel with 3 amps charger. Better choice will be, of course, buy here 5 amp chargers like Sherman use, but I don't have that. I have 8 amps, but 8 amps for that wheel, for such a battery, a little bit too much. So I needed to charge it with 3 amps. So 2 ports, I think, will be a nice solution here. So we also will speak once more again with INMOTION and insist to add another one charging port here to make it this wheel just better, just my opinion here. And of course, second one, you already see I put here INMOTION honeycomb honeycomb pedals for off-road ridings. These pedals are really great, foot place pedals. I don't know what meaning is better to you, but these pedals in my opinion are great. The weight of the pedals compared to the original is few grams more weight of original pedals, but it is not so critical. So overall the weight is same as the original and the same as this one pedals here. I like them, so I put it here, and I also will ask the INMOTION maybe not to put the original with standard pedals, because for off-road riding the standard pedals go immediately to the trash. You buy such a wheel, immediately you change the pedals here. It is no way you can live with original pedals. So we will ask INMOTION to add this pedal as a standard here for that wheel, and of course INMOTION need to add the pads, power pads also here, to use all range of performance this wheel can provide to you, and all range of fun you can get from the wheel, So this small, features, I think you need to have in the basics just right, right from the box here. Overall, what changes? The color of the rim changed, to the KTM orange one, and in my opinion looks great. Orange button here, and overall I think nothing changed here, but we will speak about the tire and about the motor, because this is the main difference with V12 high-speed version and V12 high-torque version, because the new type of control board, drive board, like the INMOTION officially called it, drive board, already will be equipped with same boards will be equipped with better MOSFETs, with high-speed versions and high-torque versions. So there will be no difference in the next 1-2 months. And all new batches will come only for the both type of wheels, high speed and high torque. All of these batches will come with a new controller. So no difference will be here. We will not talk about that now. So the motor and the tire. And first of all, I want to speak about the changed weight of a wheel, because I don't know how, but I feel that when the wheel are heavy or not, and if the difference are not so huge, I still feel that. So I was taking the wheel and I immediately understand what this wheel, something changed. So it is a bigger weight. I made the measurements, and once more again I measured it, the wheel, the original one, V12, and the weight is 29.5 kilograms, the weight from the box. No pads, original pedals, and so on. I measured this one, HT version, and the weight is 30.8 kilos. So 1 and 3 kilos are more with a HT version it gets. And this wheel is coming from the class steel, 30 kilos, and front 30 kilos. So this one almost 31 kilos, and I have here 31 because I add additional power pads here printed. So it is already more than 31 kilos here, 31.2 kilos I think, something like that. So anyway, not so big deal, but it feels. And another one great point here, what all this weight going to the downside and to the bottom of the wheel, and the gyro effect are better here, the stability better here compared to the V12, and because of that tire here also you get better performance. So overall the engine are now wider. You have a wider rim, and they put here to that wider rim a bigger tire, and I will try to explain you what this one not comparable by the size 16 by 3 inch like the original bicycle measurement they have. They measure all the tire 16 inch like that, not the rim, because the rim is 12 inch, not 16 but 12. And this is not the 16 and 3, it is originally now have a motorcycle measurement, and it is a 3 on 12. So to compare with tires, if the original 60 on 3 would be in the motorcycle world, it would be not a 3 on 12, it would be the 3 on 2.85. So this one tire is wider and have how to say, I don't know that word, I miss it. So a lot of more rubber here, so it is not just a wider one, but an overall dimension of a tire bigger, and this tire much bigger here. So to compare, if we will classify the 16-inch wheels here, so the original one 16-inch wheel is like the INMOTION V10F. So you have the 16-inch by 2.5 tire, so it is a 16-inch wheel like that, you know. So when the 16-on-3 come to the market, like 16X, like a Nikola, so it is not more like the 16-inch, it is more like the 70-inch tire. Now, because of it is bigger, you know, in all dimension, not like the widest, but it's overall a bigger one, because it is a proportion, the wide and, you know, and all these measurements. I just forget the word how to explain this one size, you know, from the rim till the end. Sorry, guys. Whatever. But you understand what I want to talk about. So, and the idea is what this one is bigger than the 16-on-3. So, I think if we will remove that tire and just compare the, for example, Kingsong 18 on 2.5 and this one, I think they will be equal, you know, in overall dimension, because this tire is so huge, so wide, so big. But it gives you a different riding style, and these wheels with such tire, with such motor, rides much more better compared to the original one. We have 16-on-3 with this type of a protector 60 tire, I think. So it is much more better here, and all these riding dynamics are just great. And what I want to say, what this tire is first ever tire from the box that I like so much, because it is 50-50 tire, like the compare, it is perfect in off-road because it is quite aggressive, you know, you have all these aggressive ships, you know, so it is have a really great performance in the off-road, in the sand, and I was tested it and it just rides perfectly. It is very wide, very big, you know, big profile, yeah, profile world, big profile. So all these bumps, you know, you are going just on all these bumps, and you understand that you will not hit the rim, you know, till the end. I was put here 2.85 bars pressure to the tire, and I feel the comfort. I feel that this tire is soft. And I feel that I have a lot of room for bouncing on all these obstacles, you know, and so on rocks and so on. And from another side, the overall profile. So this tire, as I was saying, it is going like that. It is not just flat, you know, like that. It's like the egg. So, and with all these ships are going all around. So you have clear understanding when you go turning, you know, and go high speed. You can just have possibility to control the wheel in all range and in all angles. You will put it in any speed you are going. So combining together the heaviest and widest rim, heavy wheel, heavy motor, heaviest tire, and understand these two parts are give you additional 1.3 kilos here. So in that situation, you have that tire and have that wheel with a better gyro effect, better power. You have ultimate control here, and I like it so much in the low speeds in the forest, and I like it in the high speed runnings and high speed cornering here. So as I said, for me it is a best choice from the box I saw till today. Just nothing need to be done here, you know, you just can ride it and can keep the tire. And I still don't know, did the INMOTION made any changes to the pillars, you know, the size, you know, or they just put the tire here and the original body and original construction and pillars had enough room from the beginning to, you know, to insert such a tire. I do not know that, but I will ask INMOTION. So they just put new tire or made changes to the pillars, you know, and raise the body. But if no, I really recommend to change the V12s, all V12s, and maybe Nicholas if it will fit there, and so on to that tire, because this tire is just perfect. And I can say you the manufacturer is Cordial. The tire is, as I said, have motorcycle dimension, Cordial, free on 12 inch, and the model is 52J Cordial 3 on 12 52J made in China. Just perfect tire. Where you been so long? So yes, really great product, really great tire, and I like it so much. And it's, as I said, it is for me this type of tire, motor, and overall is just now balanced, looks balanced, feels balanced, and gives you much more fun to ride to compare to the original one. And if you was watching, if no, just watch my previous review about the V12, where I was talking about the V12, my opinion, my conclusion about this concept, and so on, so on. So I was said, but I was not understanding the V12 high speed, or in that time it was just V12, and I was exactly said the same. All same what we have now here, all what I was saying, what we don't need such high speed, we need more torque from the ground, from the zero, to get fun, because it is a 16-inch wheel with such a small battery, and now it is small for such a high speed runs and drives so fast, so you don't need it, you don't have that stability and so on. And the original one with V12 looks not stable on the bicycle tire, and the lighter motor and so on, it was not stable. This one is much more stable now, and I really like it. I like the gyro effect, I like the full control of this wheel. Yes, I put the pedals, the foot plates to the lower position from the box, because I was new it. I was tested the positions, the middle and high position before. I was really knew it what was wrong there, and you can see it, as I said in my previous review with V12. So I was put the pedals to the lower position to have a better handling here, to stability on the road and so on. So yes, was tested a lot, as I said, in all conditions, and all this stuff like it is now, it is making more sense. And I really think that overall, sorry, INMOTION, the community don't need anymore V12, because I think this is the real V12 and how it should look, you know, for such a wheel, you know. And now it is more balanced, and some few, I think, firmware upgrade, as I said, better mudguard pedals from the box normal to charging ports, and voila, you have the best wheel here in the market. And definitely ultimate 16-inch wheel for all needs, for a much more fun, next level of IP class, next level of programming with screens and so on. So next level of fun for UC riders. Okay, let's talk now about the modes and about the algorithms, and what I was like it and what I was dislike it, and all these problems I am telling now here to you. Also will be reported to INMOTION as soon as this review will be done. This is a very important part, because I really interested to make this wheel, but best wheel, you know, in the market, and because I see a potential here with that wheel, and it's almost I see the best. So anyway, guys, first of all, you know, I don't know now, about half a year ago I was filming a short review about the split modes with a V12. I was riding and I was like it with the usual V12, and I was saying what IE, artificial intelligence, are helping to the wheel accelerate and brake, and I was really like that. I don't really know why I was saying that, because maybe it is because it was on our firmware, because it was the V12, not HT motor, you know, on our controller, on our algorithms, I think, maybe. Or maybe just because I was riding mostly in the street rides, you know, was doing street, I was not going with a split mode in off-road, hard off-road, because with this wheel I was just from the box. First ride was in the forest, in the downhill track, and I was testing that wheel where in the downhill tracks. So idea is what the split mode, sometimes it helps, you know, when you're going downhill, it helps you to brake in the low speed, and you feel that the wheel are helping to you. But when you start going aggressively, you understand that this is not working like that, and this feature are not helping, but really in the opposite way, you know, it is just making all stuff much more worse, you know, to you, because when you're going from the hill, you can even see here on the videos and on the video I was showing you right now, or when you go turning, the pedals go up, you know, the nose of the pedals go up. And if the situation change when you're going fast downhill, you have corner for 45 degrees cornering, you get the quite aggressive angle and you're going uphill and then downhill, so the pedals are going like that, and the situation from the uphill corner and going up, and you have like that pedals, and you need to push the wheel in the position like that, in the high, you know, high angle, and this situation really catastrophic, and the legs are just pumping, you know, immediately, and you feel that this load on all your legs are really huge, and it is not comfortable and not pleasure to ride. I really don't like that, and and the second one important point, what in some moment when I did all this downhill ride, and I stop and I see what the pedals are stay in that position and the wheel are loose ground level, you know, and I see that it is not returning back to the parallel to the ground level, and I try to ride a little bit, but I feel that still the pedals are staying like that. So only the power off button, the power off and reboot the wheel helps here. After reboot, the pedals immediately go back. So I decide to switch off the split mode, and this one situation helps, but not helps for 100%. Much better now, but still on the some cornering, and here this test on the table was with split mode off. So with a split mode on, it is much more aggressive, as I said, with this pedal going, you know, dipping and going up. So was riding without split mode. And even in that situation, I was stopped and I was changed the overall level to +2 degrees, you know, and pedals go a little bit, you know, deeper, +2 degrees, the noses go deeper to the ground. Just because of that, but when I was doing the high speed 45-55 kilometers cornering, the situation same. You go to the corner and the pedal goes like that. You go second corners and the pedal goes like that. Yes, you have need to run, you know, 20 meters and you feel that the pedals go back. So in that situation, +2 degrees and the pedals are going, you know, are going like that. On the cornering, the pedals going parallel, almost, you know, parallel to the ground, but my legs are not so pumping and it is much better. All this information will be also reported to INMOTION, and I hope they will fix that problem, because in my opinion it is not the mechanical stuff, you know, it is easy fixable with a software upgrade, and I think that soon all this stuff will be fixed and INMOTION will do all the best, you know, about that. Yes, I saw that cutoff Adam wrong way made the cutoff wheel. We don't have the video information here. We don't have clear understanding what was happening and why was that happening. So yesterday my ride, I put the special, you know, trousers to enduro bikes, you know, to protect all my back, you know, in that situation. So I was a little bit afraid about that. So, but all this test was done and no additional problems was found here, so this wheel was running till the end, until please stand up, you know, and so on. So no problems was here, so it is quite hard to explain here what was happening. But I can say you honestly that I was still testing the split modes on the high speed, and some artifacts and some strange situation was happening to me too when I was using split modes. So I was going fast, about 40-45 kilos per hour, about that, and the road was clear, asphalt roads, and you know, and then suddenly I see on the asphalt from the trees, you know, all this asphalt going like the waves, you know, some 5-6 waves, one after another, not so big like we know for the jumping, but still the waves on the asphalt, and 5 or 6, you know, in one place. So, and I was going fast, I was prepared, you know, and I was going on the split mode. So when the wheel hit the first bump and jumps to another and hit another, I understand that something going wrong with a gyroscopic, because the wheel start doing like that in the front and the back, you know. Not so critical that you will lose your control and balance on the wheel, but I feel that the wheel like start doing like that, you know. So I feel like it is jumps, and the gyro, you know, don't get the understanding of a position. It is hit second jump, and in that moment I feel like the wheel still trying to, you know, to spin, and gives you, you know, that moment when the wheel go forward. And after you hit another one, so the gyro wants, you know, to get reversed energy, something like that, and I feel like it is going backward, you know. And this was really strange situation, not critical, but I don't like it, and I don't want to, you know, to feel it and to do that again. So I was switched off the split mode immediately. I was switched off also with artificial, you know, take out, no load speed detection, and all another feature I just all made switch off, and tried to move once again, you know, with a normal riding position, but I was riding in the fancier mode, which is important part. So, and all this disappeared. So maybe it is just the programming stuff, you know, algorithm, something what the split modes not understand, I don't know. Also will be reported to INMOTION. I think this will be fixed, but anyway, in the normal mode, not split mode, this was not happening. I was tried the same speed and same situation, so it is disappeared. We will see, you know, in the future, but I tried to be honest here. So overall, as I said, the product is really nice, and these powers, maximum speed are more than enough. Very comfortable with such a big profile and flat tire. I'll just, in my opinion, now this wheel are just as the product, it is a much more better product, and as I said, now I see clearly only this one model, and in my honest opinion, like not like the dealer, like the rider, with the community don't need V12, you know, standard version here for the speed runs, you know. This is for me much better. About all these algorithms, you know, how this wheel feels, I will try to explain that, and I will try to explain the difference, for example, with big-body wheels and big-body controllers and algorithms. So this one wheel is powerful, yes, very powerful, and you really feel that power what this wheel provide to you. But this wheel want you to play by the rule of this wheel. I mean by the rule of algorithm. So it have some type of, you know, like the borders, you know, the possibilities of the borders and comfort zone of the borders. So if you play with that borders, with a power, with accelerating power and braking and turning and so on, jumping and so on, so it feels very good to you. But if you're trying to move that borders, you know, to split them more, so you immediately start to feel the resistance of the system, resistance of the software here. And this is the reason, as I said, the big-body fans are like big-body wheels. Yes, it is burning, yes, it is shitty build, sorry, with all this stuff, you know, all these basic screens and so on, but the overall philosophy, you know, that where almost gives you no limits. You can push the wheels till the limits and you get your cutoff, you know, but you will be fault because you will just over push it. But if a rider are professional and exactly know the limits of a wheel, so he don't need the help here for that side, and I really feel that here. So after the 30 kilometers, when I was starting, you know, riding in that limits, I understand what the INMOTION want to offer me. I mean, INMOTION V12 HT wants to offer me, and I start playing by these rules. The situation really sorry, get better, and I really was having very much fun have where, and just I was riding dynamically, I was accelerating, I was braking, I was speeding, I was jumping and so on, and overall my ride was really very fast and very dynamic. But when I was trying to accelerate faster, to go somewhere uphill faster, or get more power, or in some situation I was braking and want to brake more, I always felt that resistor, that the wheel are not with me, don't want to go like I want and like I want it to be. Oh, sorry guys for my English. So yeah, so in this situation I can just make the parallel to the cars world. And if you're, for example, if you're, as I said, if you're a BMW, Mercedes or Audi fan driver, so and you love your BMW, Mercedes and Audi, these three manufacturers has free own religions, you know, philosophies of driving of a cars. We will not now talking about the difference and so on, but every car are different. If you will ask me what I prefer the philosophy of a BMW, this sporty philosophy, you know, and this driving, this feedback, you know, feedback from every wheel, you exactly know all this power you have and how all this stuff are going. I feel that. So but if you are, for example, the Toyota or Lexus driver, yeah, you will never understand, if you are riding with Toyota or Lexus, you will never understand why the Mercedes, BMW and Audi drivers are like this car so much. Because, as I said, the Toyota and Lexus gives you the maximum comfort, many features and quite good performance and so on, but you never will get that pleasure if you are a real driver here. So it is hard to understand, but in my opinion, sorry, INMOTION, this is the Lexus, with Japan Lexus car. So maximum pleasure of a driver for the driver, comfort, yes, but if you want feedback, if you want to have raw power and you will know how to use that raw power, the Lexus will never be, you know, BMW or Mercedes here. So this is a different story. So if you're looking for a wheel really powerful and so on, and you just don't need all this crazy raw power and you will never use that, but you need good product with high performance and so on, so INMOTION is the wheel just perfect. And this one product, V12 HT, just perfect for you. But who rides Bigodi wheels? Now I'm talking with a Bigodi fans, guys. Still, Bigodi gives you that raw power, and nobody cannot compare with a Bigodi, because previously, before the HT, V12 HT was testing the master, you know, and the 134 volts master, just raw power everywhere, Come on, it is your body, you know, it's just doing, you know, it's your friend, it's doing all you want from that wheel. You want uphill, downhill, wherever you want, just gives you that power, and that power is predictable, and you understand where you need it and how you need to push it, how you need to brake to get that performance you are waiting for that wheel. And only with that combined, you know, you can play and you have that pleasure, you have that feedback immediately. You know what you're doing, and you know what you will get from that wheel. So here, with all this IE and so on, sometimes this wheel in the same situation plays with you in different ways. Sometimes it is the pedals are going up, sometimes no. Sometimes you feel what is braking better, sometimes not. Sometimes you feel you get the better acceleration or get better torque from the motor, sometimes no. And maybe it is depend of an algorithm of a battery states or angle it was going before, I don't know, but I feel that here it is working really well, comfort and well, but not predictable like I like. And this is when I hope this is my explanation was quite understandable, so write in the comments below you understand what I was meaning or not understand. This will help me in the future, reviews to talk about that, to spend 10 minutes additional for explanation or not to spend here, guys. So, and yeah, I had also one situation interesting. Also, I think I will report it also to the INMOTION to just to look, about that. So I was, first of all, I was going, MTB downhill track, and after I was trying to go back uphill, and the one moment with ramp, back side of ramp looks like that, you have ramp and this side looks like that. So critical angle in the almost end of a ramp, top, of a ramp was about 40 degrees, I think, yes, but not so much, but 40 degrees. So I was going, as I'm pushing that wheel and it goes, yeah, and feel that power is going all just perfect. But angle is going bigger, and I push it more, and I feel that wheel start resist to me, resisting more, the pedals go up, I push it more, and I start to playing, not just, you need to go, but I start to playing with a wheel, and that critical moment when the angle was about 40 degrees, idea was what I feel, what I pushing that wheel, and it is not don't want to go, and I was thinking, okay, I will over push it just to ensure, it is half power or not half, and I push it, and I feel that wheel is stopping, it will stop now, and I just give it more, in that moment was some type of a delay, and the wheel suddenly, gives me much more power, and I feel that this power just was raised, and we will start spinning, and start spinning in the ground, in the zero, and idea is that, in my opinion, if that power would be provided, in the straight line, so I think this situation would not be happening. I would be able, to go, but in that situation, the power was providing like that. First, it was a lot of power. When the power begins to reduce it, and the wheel start, start fighting with me with all these pedals. And after that, I was over pushed almost till the end with all my body, and suddenly it is released all the power it have, and it's going like that. It starts spinning, and I lose control of that. So I think I will report it, trying to explain, to the INMOTION. I hope I will explain that, because, as for the bike manufacturers or for the car manufacturers, you need to take it on track, with all this computer, all this data, you need to monitor what is happening with algorithms in the one or another situation, and I will immediately, I will tell what in that moment it was bad, and they need to, to see that in what moment what was happening, and fix that in such a level. I think the future wheels need to be tested only like that, because I cannot, tell about all my cases. Of course, I can send, the log file, but they will not see, they will not see situation, and I will not explain every situation, no. So I think that, so it is, we are talking now a little bit about the lyrics here, not about overall about the V12. So overall, as I said, the product is almost finished up now, and really great product. I like it as it is. Nothing need to be changed here about all this mudguards and so on. It is, it is so small stuff. So need to play with a firmware upgrade, I think, with algorithms, and voila, you have a best wheel, I think, in the market. 16-inch wheel with off-road, with perfect off-road possibilities and perfect dynamics, driving on the fast speed and fast cornering and so on. So yes. So the final part I wanted to talk about is about the battery management, my riding experience with a mileage and so on. So I am with a full gear, I am 100 kilos, so it is quite comfortable to measure. So V12 HT, fun ride for me. I mean, with uphills, downhills, tracks, forest rides, and about the 6 kilometers of that riding, and All after that I was riding aggressively fast, 40, 45, 50, 55. Usually 45, 55 in that range. Speed, and this was really fun, and this wheel honestly made this fun for the 50 kilometers. With my weight 100 kilos, 50 kilometers, honest fun from the INMOTION V12 HT. I was doing what I wanted to do with that wheel for the range 50 kilometers. After the 50 kilometers was left the 15% of the batteries. And you will say, yeah, this is quite nice, and I will say, yeah, it's really a very good performance, yes. Pushing that wheel so long time, I was driving from one city to another. We have newly built perfect road, for such a test, long range and so on. So yes, but the 15% left, and the wheel just reduced all this power, just cut, that power to the level V8F. Maximum speed were 35 kilometers, and the power was reduced immediately. You push it a little bit more and automatically pedals go up, and it is said overpower, alarming you always. So, and I was running with all these Xiaomi 9 bots, scooters together, and they are looking to me, cannot understand that strange guy, with motorcycle. Always gear with a full face helmet and so on, going 30 in the 30-25 on heels, pushing it more, and it said, please get up, overpower, and so on. So, and we will start alarming here. I see this is like the reserve alarm. The lights are here. You press the button, you see the diagnostic say what the battery is discharged, please recharge. And I was right to the city, and when I was making the stop for relax, for 1 hour to drink a coffee and so on, the battery was left 12%. So I needed to return to the home, return at home, and the distance from that coffee to my house was, I think, 9 or 8.5 kilometers, or 9 kilometers, something like that, maybe 8.5 kilometers, yeah. And the idea was returning with a 12% back, and I was running additionally about 5 kilometers, yeah, it was possible to ride. And after that the battery goes below the 10%, and not below, but battery was the 10%, and the all power was reduced tragically. And after the 10% maximum speed is 25 kilometers in the good road, not hills, not something, a good level road. 25 is maximum speed, and you need to push it so lightly, because if you push it a little bit more, or you have hill, it not go. It is immediately going pedals up and says this is what get up from the wheel, overpower, and so on. It's alarming, and it is really annoying to go like that. But this is not a main problem. I was doing additional, I don't know, 3 kilometers more, and when the battery goes 5%, and when the battery goes till the 5%, the wheel was stopped. And the 3.5 kilos, about 3.5 kilos, I was not able to run till the house, and it stopped. So also will be reported to the INMOTION, because 5% it stays 5%, you can go, but in that wheel 5% you cannot go. So for me, software need to be calibrated like that, but you have 0%, you're not going. You have 5%, we will still need to go, not like that. So only because of that reason I was INMOTION owns me 1 hour of life, to return to home 3 and 5 kilometers uphill, and so on. So yeah, it took me some time, in the evening I was tired, after all these rides and so on, and need just to go with that wheel. And when the 2% or 3% was left, you know, I was not even able to push that wheel. It was saying me what overpower it, and that's it. And the error message start to show me what something wrong with motors and so on. It was also showing me here. So all the software bugs need to be fixed. So you have 5, you are going. You have 2%, you are going. 20, 25, you need to go. But if you have 0, that's it. Stop, and the wheels go up. Only in that case you can predict your ride and don't get by your own legs with a wheel, you know, 3.5 kilos, you know, somewhere middle of nowhere, you know. So this is the important part I also wanted, you know, to say about the overall distance and my experience with that wheel. So thank you guys for watching my review. I hope it was helpful for you. Stay on my channel, comment below, like it or not like my videos, and if you have questions, just ask me. We'll try to explain. If something was missed here, I will explain in all your question in the comments below. Thank you guys, bye bye, and see you soon with my new reviews. Bigodi Extreme Bull XM. Bye bye.